thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the...
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Come on, let's go!
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And ready for 3rd and 6.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. And that one is going to set the offense back. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll bring up a second down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's brought down after a good gain. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
On second down, it's McCoy. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will as well as a really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Jamie Collins with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean...
The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they try the right side here. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game. And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Garoppolo. Caru's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Fresh set of downs here. Garoppolo now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. And defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Barkevious Mingo in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. He'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
20! And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Surveying the field. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover,
Here we go.
and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Taylor, man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
Good call.
Taylor will throw, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down.
Holding. Defense.
Here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Again, it's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
To throw again is Taylor. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to... Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Alan Branch in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So we are at halftime here. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to starting.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Garoppolo now. Over the middle, able to find Carew. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd down now following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Garoppolo sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Time running out here on the play clock. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
LeSean McCoy off to the races. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LeSean McCoy, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills get a bit closer. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Another pistol look here. And a give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he has Carew. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Garoppolo now. Over the middle, able to find Carew. And he's brought down after a good gain. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's now 4th and 3.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Here now a look at LaShawn McCoy. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Alan Branch in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, Taylor. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And 10, it's Taylor. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Here's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
To throw again is Taylor. He's got time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's is going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Taylor. This is caught. Watkins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Taylor, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
Here we go. 190.
Taylor going to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Leopard! All right, now, look at 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run. This is Lewis. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense. Still 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Now it's Taylor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down.
But one thing I'm seeing in this game today, someone watched last week's game tape and made a pact that we're not going to be the ones to take the beating that the last defense did.
Yeah.
They've really held him down in a big way.
What have you seen? Maybe just devoting an extra guy or two to him?
I think it's that. I think it's a change-up in coverages, and I just think there's a determination that he's not going to make big plays against them. Even when he's been able to catch the ball, has been able to turn into big-time damage downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Barkevious Mingo in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So the Patriots coming out now. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.